Today I'm playing 5 free Roblox games that could pass for Call of Duty in rating each 1 through 5. This is Riotfall, and if I didn't tell you it's Roblox, you probably never know. All right, here we go, diving into a game. Right off the bat, I'm liking this map. It has a very Call of Duty style feel. Very similar to Skid Row from the old MW2 and this new MW3. Oh my gosh, caught them with their pants down. What a play. The 180? Oh my gosh. Dude, what kind of slide was that? Bro was G-sliding from Black Ops 3. It does feel very blocky, but you know, we are on Roblox, so that makes sense. I'm not surprised there. But for how blocky it is, the game is still rather smooth. I could see myself playing this game for a while. Let's see if we can make the comeback here. Minute 45 remaining. We're doing it, baby. We're freaking doing it. Gotta hope this grenade doesn't hit me. Oh my gosh, that was a must-win fight. Oh my gosh. What are we doing out here, man? We're only 2 kills down from the leader. Make it 3. He's trying hard now. I might have took a bad route. I just punched. I didn't even know how to punch. No! Here we have so much customization available, extremely similar to Call of Duty. We have a player card. You can change your banners, very similar to Call of Duty. We then have emblems. At level 70, you're able to prestige. This is super cool, and it makes it near identical to Call of Duty with its own little twist. The next game we have is Frontlines. This has a very similar to Call of Duty style feel. The movement feels amazing. Very similar to Call of Duty style slide canceling. It's very buttery. You just feel like you're flying around the map. Wow. The gunplay is definitely not as good. There's a lot of recoil. On this game, the aiming feels very inconsistent. I don't know if it's a lack of aim assist or the aim assist is too strong, but you really got to play your fights wisely. The recoil is also kind of crazy. As you can see here, I'm barely even touching my aiming stick, but the shots are just going bananas. I don't know for sure, but this game might be better on mouse and key instead of controller, due to the way the aiming and the recoil works. It is very confusing though, because it feels so good in terms of movement. It's so smooth. But I think the gunplay is this game mode's biggest downfall. The best thing about this game right here is definitely the movement, but aside from that, the gunplay kind of stinks compared to Riotfall. Next up, we have the game Rivals. Right off the bat, we're noticing that this is not a very realistic style game. It's a little bit more fun, a little bit more cartoony. It looks like we have a plethora of different game modes. We have 1v1s, 2v2s, 3s, 4s, 5s. I think we do what we all want, the 1 versus 1. Oh my gosh. Bro has a chainsaw? Wow. All right, so the movement is insane on this. So the gunplay is not terrible. The aiming is a little crazy. It's probably because I'm used to playing Call of Duty with a lot of aim assist. But I gotta say, I love how quick you are. Whenever you try to slide or jump, it's very responsive, which is nice. Even aiming and shooting is very responsive. He's got a chainsaw. He's got a chainsaw, bro. Oh my gosh. He's running at me, bro. That's like Jason. We're not going to be able to go in and change every individual attachment. Instead, we just have a selection of weapons that we can choose. Now, in Call of Duty, what we would call a skin on this game is called a wrap. And here you can see after leveling up your gun X amount of times, you're able to get different things. We have finishers. This is not something I would have ever expected in a game other than Call of Duty. I think finishers are really cool and a great addition to any shooter style game. And it looks like these are actually way better than the finishers that you're going to get in Call of Duty. Let's dive into some team deathmatch. I don't know who's my teammate. Like, how am I supposed to, like... Here we go. I'm stuck. I can't move. Okay. This is so hectic. It's so hectic. It's so fast. Almost like can't even tell who your teammates are. It's insane. It'd be cool if there was like a mini-map style to this game. That way you could kind of tell where your teammates were and kind of play off of that information. Kind of just running aimlessly. All these guys have like shields or something. I don't understand it. The weapons are crazy, man. The explosions, the fire, the RPGs. It's unbelievable. There's a common trend in this game. Everybody seems to be using RPGs, so I feel like I'm at a disadvantage here. One RPG is just dominating me compared to my bunch of shots it takes to take these enemies out. But I think the speed in which the game goes at is fun. I understand why kids love this game. This is definitely not a game I could see myself playing for a long period of time. Especially with the fact that you just constantly keep dying to explosions. It's definitely not my preferred game. This is why I like Call of Duty. Looks like I was number 3 for points, 69, 27 eliminations, 19 deaths. Man, that is such a hectic, crazy, fast-paced game mode. Now, for the next game, we have Phantom Forces. Looking at our character right here at the menu, it kind of reminds me of Rivals, but the weapons seem a lot more Call of Duty-like. Let's dive into our loadout and see what we can do. Looking at our primary weapons, it looks like we have a plethora of weapons to choose from. Going over to our secondary, it looks like we still have tons and tons of options. There's even a bunch of melee weapons here. We got a war fan. We got a hatchet. They even have a tomahawk and a cutter. It looks like it's a pizza cutter. There's even a case key shop, which really gives me like that CSGO style vibe. And then you can trade in your skins and exchange them for potentially better or more rare style skins. Incredible customizability. Let's see how the gameplay is. All right, here we are. This gives me quite the Gary's Mod style vibe. 120 FOV is awesome in this game. I like this feel a lot more than Rivals. It definitely gives more of a Call of Duty feel, although it's kind of cartoony. The sliding is good. Dude, it's just kicking me from the game. I'm not really sure what's going on, but every time I get into a game, I just get kicked from it. Now, aside from the fact that I keep getting kicked every single time that I die, and then it loads me into what appears to be a different game or maybe the same game, it's hard to really tell. I feel like this actually has a ton of potential. The guns don't have ridiculous recoil. And I feel like I could see myself playing this game for a while. All right, here we are in a party-style game mode. It looks like we have domination. We're going to work our way over to B. Dude, there's no one in this game. Am I in here alone? I'm all by myself. I'm so confused. All right, here we go. Where's this guy? Enemy killed. All right, great. Now, this is what I was expecting. It's actually a pretty big map. Okay. This game seems to have incredible potential. However, I'm not really sure why I can't get in the game for more than 45 seconds. Overall, disappointed. Finally, I'm going to be playing the game Arsenal. This is a gun game style mode where every time you get a kill, you automatically get a brand new weapon, and then so on and so forth until you complete all of them.
Nice headshot.
Okay, you don't want to aim. Ooh. Uh-huh. Okay. It's a pretend room. Ooh, this has a very Gary's Mod style feel, but I kind of like it. Aiming is extremely slow. Recoil is not bad.
Good shot. You got his head.
There's essentially no recoil, and the time to kill is actually crazy. This also might be a game mode that's much better for a mouse and keyboard player rather than playing on controller.
Good shot. You got his head. Хорошо. You got him.
I do really like the creativity with this map. Whether it's a team-based game mode or solos, I feel like even playing Call of Duty on a map like this would be extremely fun. Typically, I would look past a game like this just because of how blocky the movement is. Especially being a Call of Duty player, movement is like everything. But this actually really isn't that bad. Although the movement is weird and awkward, I think what I dislike the most is probably the aiming. You can adjust your sensitivity, and the guns don't really have recoil, but something about it just feels like off. I could definitely see this being a fun game if you were with like a group of friends, though. Either just playing against each other, almost like a Mario Kart style night, but instead you'd be hopping into a game like this. I could see it being a lot of fun in a lot of different ways. So let's talk about it. In 5th place, I have Phantom Forces. It has a Battlefield style feel. The gameplay isn't incredible, and I do see potential. However, I ran into a bunch of different issues, and it gave for the least enjoyable experience. Coming in at number 4, we have Arsenal. I really like the gun game style game mode, and I really enjoyed some of the maps. But with this game, I didn't love the movement, and the gunplay was below average. Although I didn't have the most fun playing this game, I could see myself playing this with a group of friends in a fun competitive atmosphere. Coming in at number 3, we have Frontlines. I really love the movement on this game, but I was let down in the gunplay department. With some minor adjustments, I think that game could be incredible. Domination was a very well-made game. The maps weren't too big, so you weren't running around aimlessly looking for opponents, and overall, it made for an enjoyable experience. Now, the number 2 spot must go to Rivals, which honestly shocked me. I judged the book by its cover and really didn't think it was going to be a great time. However, once I got into a game, the speed and the action was actually unbelievable, and I really did have a great time. My favorite thing about Rivals is the ability to do 1v1s, 2v2s, and 3v3s. I'm an incredibly competitive person, and it has so many options for other people who are competitive as well. But if you love a team-based game mode, there's a ton of those also. And finally, the number 1 spot is going to go to Riotfall. This game is as similar to Call of Duty as it can possibly get without literally being Call of Duty. From the main menu, to the weapons, to the maps, it had an incredible feel. It wasn't perfect, but neither was Call of Duty. Not to mention, the time to kill was great. It wasn't too quick, it wasn't too slow, and overall, I had the most fun playing Riotfall. We've made a change to the content on this channel, so if you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and let's get ready for the BO6 release.